You're this perp, and welcome back to a random stream. Now I know this is kind of earlier than expected, but I got some things to do. Trying to get done this before 12. It's not gonna be a super long stream, but we do have some things to talk about. But before I get into those topics or whatever in tonight's show, I do have some announcements to make. Um, some at some point, I'm gonna wait till some more people come in, and whoever comes in, what I'm saying, we could get right to it. But I hope y'all are enjoying your Wednesday nights. I hope you're enjoying this replay. If you're catching the replay, definitely check out all the links in the description. Other ways to support my channel. I have super chats available. I have Cash App. I have Streamlabs. Those three ways that you could donate, or if you want to buy some merch, I have a Teespring link in the description below. I got a link for all the Perp Show episodes, all the random streams. So definitely, make sure you check those out if you're interested in any of those options of supporting this channel. Um, Next week is the Perp Show, and I will have a special guest on. Uh, I've known him just about as long as K Dot, so it's been around like 2 years, like 2018. So it's this is long overdue. I'm glad I see his channel growing as well. It's really dope to see that. But I got a special guest next week. But stay tuned. What's good, Squeezy? Yeah, I'll send you a link, Squeezy, in a minute. Give me a second. Um, but yeah, like I said, well, I'm gonna have some people coming in. K Dot's supposed to drop in at any point. PB might be here. LB might pop up. It's not gonna be a super long show to let people know. We just gonna uh we just gonna kick things off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait for some more people to come in and we can get started. I'm gonna send Squeezy the link real quick so we can get somebody up in here. Give me a second. Copy the clipboard. Check your Twitter. Where is it? Check your Twitter. Squeezy, I sent you a link. Gary North, shouts to you, Landon. Shout out. Philip, I see you, bro. Who do I think is the worst writers? I couldn't really say because I'm bad with names. Like directors and writers like that. I'm really bad with first names. Tony, what's good, man? I salute to all y'all pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Share the stream on whatever platform. I'm not gonna go too long. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch up on a couple things. You know what I'm saying? The Tackle Titan. We're not gonna get into a crazy debate on Tackle Titan. I do want to talk about like the PlayStation and the Xbox. Also, I got some other things I want to talk about as well. I'm waiting to wait till some people pop up. Maddie, salute. Yeah, man, Landon. Just expect anytime I go live, anytime like this is for future reference for everybody in here. For future reference, if it says random stream, it's gonna be completely random. But you can kind of expect that from every stream because I honestly don't like having topics because I feel like everybody that does like a podcast has like topics and you know I I'm I'm not that great at like having a formula or being formulaic or whatnot. But let me bring in my boy Squeezy real quick. What's good, bro?
Squeezy, what it do, man? What's going on with you?
Chilling, bro.
Man, I'm hype
Just
as
enjoying
hell,
this
bro.
nice. You said what?
I'm hype as hell, man. It's dope. I just got back from a tournament, man. We over there kicking it. I played with a legend.
That's what's up.
Man,
That's what's up.
man. I saw you going live, like, oh, that's my boy. Let me slide on in. You know how I do on the YouTube. Show everybody some love.
Right, right,
Man,
right, right.
what we talking about today?
It's just random stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy, as
Okay,
usual.
cool. I can work with that. You know, I'm all about the purpose. Shit.
I got a big announcement. I'm waiting for like K Dot to get up in here because I know he said he gonna pop up.
I was on
Um,
MSK. I was on MSK channel earlier.
yeah. He was streaming last night. Balai, shout out to you, bro. I see Balai.
Man,
I do want to say something though. I'm glad that I start seeing more people get into Attack on Titan. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah, yeah. Did you see Jody's review? I know you was happy
Yeah,
too.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I saw that. But I do want to say I was at the forefront of the hype train. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, oh yeah. All credit due to you as far as Attack on Titan, because you're the only person I know. Well, no, I take that back. You're the second person I know who reps Attack on Titan like that. Like, I mean, y'all rep that to the fullest. I'm like, bro, y'all gotta chill with this, man. For
it's
real.
it, it's crazy, but like I'm glad that people are getting into it now. Sadly, that um, but I would say it's perfect timing because we're getting ready for the final season. I have no idea, honestly. If it does end up getting delayed, I'd be completely fine with it because it's just like more time, the better. Fuck it,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But
Give the fans what they want. Like I agree with you on that one because it's a great show. Now I have some gripes with it, but they're more so small nitpicks. But what
mhm.
what I want and expecting from the show, I want Aaron to just go full monster. I need it to happen. I need it like wreck
Yeah.
everything.
hmm But I'm glad I'm starting to see on my timeline a bunch of people saying like, "Yo, like, oh, I've watched all of Attack on Titan so far, and just people loving it and stuff." And I'm really curious to see Jody's perspective on season two
Me
because I know
too.
that's a lot
Me
like a
too.
lot of that's like a divisive season for a lot of people.
Yeah, especially for me because it's like it felt rushed to me. And I was like,
Mhm.
not really feeling it all too well. They were throwing a whole lot of information in there, politics. It was just
Yeah.
stuff that it could have been drawn out later on, but it just felt rushed.
Yeah, but like I said, like if it felt rushed, like I would understand, like you would have a point if they were going to continue going past beyond season four. But I feel like this is like the middle area, so we should be getting more story at this point. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think this should have waited. I think the information they gave us in two should have happened in three.
I mean,
They should have
it does
sprinkled some of that in three.
they kind of piggyback off of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
they give you little breadcrumbs, and then they give you the whole loaf. You know what I'm saying? In season three.
Well, yeah. I see season three is one of my favorites, by the way. Season three
Yeah,
is my favorite,
yeah,
besides one. Uh, it does a good job overall picking up the pieces from season two. I just felt like season two was out of order in a sense. It was heavily rushed. Um, it needed some more character development. It was like, what's Aaron's friend? That weak ass nigga, like he was weak. Uh, he was always so good. I forgot his name. I can't think of it right
Armin.
now. Yeah, yeah, I wasn't really feeling him as a
I
character.
really like I really like when you really break Armin's character down. Like
Yeah,
that's what I said. Like I feel like you should rewatch the series because then I think you'd have a little bit more. You would start to see kind of things already fleshed out. Like because
I,
Armin
I,
is a
I, re,
very
I, I'm rewatching it now. I'm on episode 10. Oh, season one. I'm rewatching it.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
because like
rewatching it now.
like there's so much like because I was like the same way with you. Like I don't really give a fuck about Armin, but he's a
Right.
very when you rewatch it, he's a very crucial character to the whole overall story.
If it comes down to it, like once I get back to season three or season four, and I still feel the same way, I just don't like the character. I'm gonna have to chop it up to that. But I'm right now. I'm on season one, episode 10. So we watching it.
Sh-
Yeah, let's see where it goes.
shout out to Ishtar. What
Hey,
Guan?
Ishtar.
What Guan? You know what I'm saying? She's another Attack on Titan fan. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing her. She loves that shit. She loves that shit more than me. But
Yeah, I'm a
I love
fan of it.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm a
yeah,
fan of it.
yeah. It's just like it's just with the like shows like Attack on Titan. That's like the type of series that I want out of a show. Like I don't like we like I'm like this shit just hit me like yesterday. I was like, yo, next summer, because this summer I'm turning 29, so next summer I'll be 30. So it's like, fuck, bro.
Shout out. I'll be 30 in February.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. It's crazy when you think about it. Just like how time just flashes. It's just like,
Not
damn.
really, not really. I didn't even look at the time. It was more so like, all right, cool. I'm 29. That's what's up. You
Yeah,
know?
but I just be thinking about it. It's just like, damn, yo, like what the fuck? Like where did all these years go? They like people were in
Now,
line when they said when you're in your 20s, them shits just fly.
now, Perp, I don't want to be 40 talking about this shit, man. Look,
Yeah, yeah.
Attack on Titan ain't all that, my dude. I'm letting you know
Nah,
that right
nah.
now.
10 years,
Being
10 years
40,
from now, we still go. 10 years from now, I guarantee you, we still gonna be talking about it like we talk about
look,
it.
Attack on Titan ain't gonna be all that, bro. Look.
It will. It will. It's go. We gonna talk about it like we talk about Bleach. Like Bleach will always be one of the greatest
Oh,
animes of all time.
yeah, that
And
is.
that's where Attack on Titan it's gonna be on that man. It's gonna be on that. It'll probably be on that Mount Rushmore right there. You know, it'll be Attack on Titan,
Of
Bleach.
anime? Of
Yeah,
anime? Mm. Well, of
because
course,
I just
DBC
like
is on that list.
because me like how I choose like my best like my top
Yeah,
animes is just like what had an impact like the biggest impact on me like for that decade like for the first like DBZ is in my top because like in
yeah,
the 90s it was such a staple. Early
yeah, yeah.
2000s was Bleach, you know what I'm saying? That had a huge impact on me. And now Attack on Titan is, that new,
You know, it's
what I'm saying?
crazy for me, my number one. I love DBZ, but it's actually in my number 10 spot. My number one is just Hunter x Hunter, bro. Like that story.
Yeah,
Like I love that story.
I'm getting close to I gotta get back into it because I'm like still like
Yeah.
stopped where I'm at because I started Tower of God. Tower of God is actually pretty dope.
Yo, watching them kids go through that, bro, it inspired, bro. Like you get to see those kids grow and implement things. Bro. It's a nice little
Swag salute.
swag. What's good? I like swag, man. He cool.
Yeah,
Like professional.
Philip. I'm not watching none of. I ain't watching none of those Disney remakes. No, he's been talking about that for a
What we
while.
make?
Now, like the
What we make?
Mulan shit, like the Disney remakes, reimagines or
Nah,
whatever,
nah,
the live
nah.
action.
I can wait on that. Like I'm sick of the like. Why they take the cartoons to live action? I'm sick of that. Like even with anime, like stop that. Like let it stay in its own realm.
Right.
Some anime don't need to be live action. Just leave it where it is.
Yeah, we've talked about that several times. Like we've beat that
Yeah,
beat that
yeah,
over the head like so many times. It's like we. It's just certain ones. I feel like if you got the right people and you have the studio or whatever is backing you, is confident in it, then go ahead with it.
yeah,
Just do it. You know what I'm saying? But like
yeah.
just to put it out, like don't do that shit.
Yeah, like I said, like my only recommendation. I have three recommendations for movies that would be great for live action. That's anime. That's Gundam has to be on that list. Gundam is number one. Cowboy Bebop is number two, and number three would be I would like to say Afro Samurai.
True. You would consider that anime?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah, because the art style is anime.
yes. Those top three will be the opening. Those will be the opening door to like live action movies.
Philip, I've already watched the first season of Promised Neverland. That shit's a masterpiece as well. That's why I say like these short form stories are so much better than these ongoing animes. Like it's just I'd rather like I'd rather have 50 episodes just given like 50 episodes that are straight quality than 100 episodes that are like hit or miss sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, short animes do have better things to me. Like a Kill a Kill, a comic a Kill. That's my shit. I love that show. A Comedy Could Kill is awesome. Everybody dies. They got a nice little story, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Great character development before they die. Like I'm really feeling that show. And I'm like, you know what? I want another season, but I didn't
Mo-
get that
Mo-
because everybody died.
Moses World, salute. That's actually my nickname,
Word, Moses.
Moses. Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell y'all my real name, of course, duh. But you know what I'm saying.
Man, you know, you keep
Shouts
these
to
sweet in the
PB.
streets.
PB is in the building. This is my ginger buddy, my ginger brother from another mother. You know what I'm saying?
What
Shout out to
is
you.
up, everybody? I hear
PB,
you all talking about anime and
I freaking love this
Impact
guy.
and everything, but I didn't hear anybody say Pokemon. What the hell?
Pokemon.
Pokemon's done. Pokemon is done. It's run to the ground. It had its course. Fight me on this, PB. You can fight me on it right now. Tell me I'm wrong.
But before we
I
get
can't tell you you're wrong. Like I watched that new season or part of a season that they released on Netflix, and I was like, this was shit until the last episode, and the last episode ain't got hardly anything to do with Ash or the new character they introduced. It has to do with Lance battling Leon and Galar, which was awesome. I was like, if you would
Ash,
have made the whole season like this, it would have been great. But you made the whole season with this new fucking character named Go, like he's playing Pokemon Go. So you can fuck off.
Ash is trash, man. Ash is trash. Real
But
talk.
yo, since I got like 10 people in here, I might as well make my announcement now
Yo,
before everybody goes the fuck away and stuff. Swag Kage is gonna come up in here soon. K Dot should be here any minute. Or I think he sent me something. I don't know. I can't check it now, but um. So yeah, the big announcement is. Hold on, let me get this yeah, so,
I gotta get my hands on a perp shirt.
Preparing for the proper banner.
hey, you can get your perp shirt on my Teesprings. You know what I'm saying? Link is in the description for anybody out there that wants to buy a shirt or support the channel. Y'all could buy a shirt, or you could just hit up the super chat, hit up my Cash App, hit up this Streamlabs. You know what I'm saying? That's 4 ways you can support the channel. But there's also a fifth way. You know what I'm saying? If you just watch my videos and you do not skip the ads, that is free of charge right there to support my channel.
Hit that
There's a
like button.
sixth way you can support the channel if you're an appropriate lady.
Ooh, send a pig. Drop them pictures. Oh God.
But yeah,
Come on.
now we dropped it with 9 people, so I gotta make this announcement before we lose any more people. You know what I'm saying? I got another big announcement next week. I got videos prepared. Um, I will drop this video on Twitter exclusively for the time being, and then I'll drop a full video, whatever, on YouTube page sometime next week.
Okay.
But big announcement. Yeah, so y'all know this is the second season of the show going on. We're like halfway through it. I thought it would be the best way to say officially it's going to be renewed, and season 3 is coming in 2021. Yeah, that's that's the first big announcement. You know, I'll have a trailer up for that on Twitter as soon as I get done this live. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do some big things. There's gonna be some big changes as far as how I structure things and whatnot. But I'll have more information about that later on this year. You know, so I'm just gotta work out. I gotta make sure my schedule don't look crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can meet these dates. But yeah, that's definitely coming. Yeah, but I do want to say what's up to the panel. You know, I see PB just getting in here. You know, say how you doing, bro?
I'm doing pretty good. I just opened a bag of chips. Guess what flavor they are?
Plain.
What the hell is wrong with you? I'm from Wisconsin.
Lay's
Hey,
potato chips.
speaking of Wisconsin, you know what I'm saying? I just seen on Baller Alert that they had some dude walking around in a Klan suit. I told PB, I was like, I'm not fucking with Wisconsin. He was talking about, oh, there's this many black people here today. I don't want to hear that shit. You live in the woods. Black
Oh
people.
my God. I would love to know where that picture was taken because that's terrifying. Like,
He
and
was
that
sitting
guy
there.
in the picture, he has a German Shepherd. Or at least I assume it's a him. I guess it could be a her. You can't tell.
Hey, yo, Perp.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit you up on the next stream because I'm driving, whatever. I need to charge my phone. But
yeah, man. No
I
worries.
can, I can I can watch this later, right? This
Yeah.
one. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I'll be looking out for the rest of the info.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all be breezy and be cool like Squeezy.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, that was good.
See, I gotta
God,
work on
I
my
got
outro.
no catchphrases.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you popping on. You know what I'm saying? You're always welcome,
Oh,
bro.
oh, no doubt, no doubt.
So PB.
What is up?
So you've been paying attention to the PlayStation and the Xbox news and stuff. Has it enticed you
Um,
to drop your
I
PS3?
I said many years ago, I don't remember exactly what year it was, that from now on, no matter what I buy, any system from any company, no matter what it is, any game, I don't fucking care. I'm not selling anything. I'm just keeping. And I'm going to keep it until it breaks. And then when it breaks, see if I can fix it. And if I can't fix it, then I guess it's time to blow it up.
See,
Exactly.
I gotta have that mindset. You know, keep my Xbox One X until it just doesn't work no more. But I just love new shit too much. I love new technology. I'm a tech head, so it's just like I gotta have that new shit. But shouts to you, Swag. Yeah, we just talking about the PlayStation right now, PlayStation, and Xbox and stuff and whatnot.
I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't watch your video yet, even though it does have an excellent thumbnail.
Yeah, I was thinking about. It. I was like, yo, I needed a catchy title. It's like Xbox, PlayStation versus Xbox, Dawn of Prices. Yeah, that was cool. It was like it
Oh,
had a nice little ring
everything fit together real nice. It was beautiful.
You team Xbox, right?
all day, all day. Are you getting the PS5?
Bro, I already told you, man. It has to be backwards compatible.
Yeah, I know. Canada prices that shit's gonna be expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go with the disc drive or the digital?
Disc. I like to get my shit,
Yeah,
physical.
I feel
Yeah,
you.
it's got to have a disk drive. I just can't believe that the disk drive is below the bulge on the machine. I was like, wait,
It
what the
does look
fuck?
weird, and I'm pretty sure knowing Sony and knowing these companies, and they always promote the stand. They're gonna make you pay for that separately. I guarantee you.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, because it's just
Like
like you
that
can't.
stand don't come with it.
And like
Yeah, it's an
I saw the fucking the digital version when it's like horizontal. It looks kind of weird. Just like I don't know how balanced that would be. I don't know.
Okay, right, because it has that weird freaking angle on the end, and you don't know if it's sitting flat or not.
Hmm. And I think it was K Dot that said it. It's just like, why didn't they just put the disc tray? I guess that would have took up like where it's at. Like it's not that much space. It's going to be a tall ass system from like the mock-ups that people have made. It's going to be slightly it's going to be pretty tall. But all the guts are going to be at like probably most likely the top and stuff and whatnot. But it would have made more sense to put that disk drive whatever in the middle of it so it just kind of looks symmetrical. But
I
I
mean,
just
disc drives have always been like at the side.
Yeah, that's the problem. The asymmetry.
mhm. But I think regardless though, just depending because we haven't had a price drop yet or anything. I think regardless of how it plays out, I think the digital versions of both consoles will be the bigger sellers, just because of convenience and possibly price, if it's priced well. Like my predictions is the PlayStation 5 with the disc drive will be 500. This is a lot of people's predictions, but this is where things get kind of interesting. So the PS5 with the disc drive will be $500. Then the one that's just all digital will be 400. But this is where it gets interesting for Xbox is they'll have the Series X that will match the disc drive PlayStation 5, but they'll also have a smaller Xbox or a less powerful Xbox that has like they said a third of the power of the X. Um, that'll probably come out at like 299. So that'll be interesting because I
Like
think
the Xbox One S.
yeah, it'll be like the Series S or something like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I don't think either of these consoles like are passing 600. Like some people I hear they're saying
Yeah,
700, 800.
unless
That's insane.
unless if you get like a huge bundle or something like that, or if they come out with like two different storage options and stuff, that's the only way I could see it being 600. But I think it's gonna be interesting
Oh, six
because
hundred steep.
yeah, it is steep. But I think if this pandemic didn't go around, like if this whole pandemic didn't like play out the way it did, I think they would have gone with 600. Because at this
Yeah,
time, I think people would have been more comfortable paying 600 than like 10 years ago
and
or
you also
15
you
years
make a
ago.
good point. You make a good
Mhm.
point with you said people are gonna buy the digital more, which makes sense since everyone's staying indoors. No one really wants to go outside.
Yeah, yeah, that's a factor too. Because I think a lot of people are going to be shocked on how much of because I think they're going to have more digital consoles available than the ones with the disc drives. Anyways, I think either way they're going to be limited with supplies because they said by the first year the sales will be at like uh PlayStation would have sold for what 4 point something million and yeah 4 point something million units, and then Xbox would have came at like 3 point something million, which is not a huge gap, even though they said the gap will get bigger over time. But that just depends on how Microsoft depends on like how they want to launch it, because what hurt the Xbox One is it wasn't available in a lot of regions, so that kind of fucked them over. Now if they're available in a bunch of regions as many as PlayStation, then we could probably see a more even play out, even though more people are going to go towards the PlayStation at first because it's
And it's
worldwide.
crazy too, because like you said, PlayStation reaches more regions, but Xbox is still competing with them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So imagine if Xbox reaches all those regions.
Yeah, and it's like when the 360 came out, they still didn't have all those regions too. So it's just like you know it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because it's time will tell. But depending on what Microsoft shows next month at their event, because they're going to show all their first party games and stuff, most of those games probably aren't going to be ready. And the same thing with the PlayStation event. Like most of those games, like 80% of those games are timed exclusives that are going to
Yeah,
come to Xbox or PC.
I might
So
just wait, honestly, because when you get a PlayStation, let's keep it 100. You don't get that shit for the console. You get it for the games. And if the
yeah,
games come out later, I'll just probably just get it later.
yeah,
But
because
I, but I
because
uh I got a
go ahead.
question about the last point that you made. Do you think that PlayStation do you think they would have released the digital console even if there was not a pandemic?
Yeah, because I think that's where we're going towards a future, a digital. We're already going through a digital future, whether people like it or not. It's inevitable at this point because not a lot, like there's still people that keep their physical media and stuff like that, but they're becoming a very niche market. You know, so not a lot of people are still buying
You
fucking
talking about my
DVDs.
niece? Don't talk about my niece like that.
Nah. But no, it's just like it's the same thing with music. Like nobody thought like albums would like disappear pretty much. Now everybody streams. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same thing with gaming, the same thing with movies eventually over time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's just convenience. Like that's like the big key word is convenience. Like, and that's why I feel like Microsoft right now, the ball's in their park right now because they have something that Sony doesn't necessarily have to the extent is the ecosystem. The ecosystem that they've been building up this whole generation has been has been interesting. Like with Game Pass, that's a big one. That's a big seller. Game Pass, you know, the
Yeah, the
ability
game's
to just
a Game Pass tight, bro.
yeah, the ability like their cloud gaming is way better than fucking Google's cloud gaming. Like literally I could as long as I'm on like a Wi-Fi like and my Xbox is on, I could sit there and play Halo if I wanted to on my
But
phone.
that's the thing, bro. Like Xbox, like bro, I agree with you. Like they the goat, man. Like they console. Like I'll be honest with you, they've always outperformed PlayStation in my opinion. But
Mm,
like the problem that a lot of people have is you can have
games.
a powerful machine, but if you have nothing to test it on, what's the point?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Yeah. And that's what I say it comes down to talent. That's what it comes down at the end of the day. You could have all this the fly shit, but like I see because people like I be in those game community like type of like streams and stuff, and they'll always talk about how like Xbox has no games, or you know what I'm saying, like what's the point of an Xbox, and I'm
Home
starting, like I said, I'm starting
entertainment.
to see Xbox's strategy because they're not necessarily trying to sell you on the console. Like that's just another way for you to, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to put the games as quick and accessible in your hands as fast as possible. Like, because Phil Spencer always talked about like there's like 2 billion gamers. He wants to tap into that. He doesn't necessarily care about selling the hardware, which like, you know, that's all fine and dandy, but like software really keeps your like the boat going and keeps it afloat and stuff and whatnot. But you know, that's all it comes down to. If they can knock it out of the park with this event and get people excited, like they just because I know Halo's going to be a launch game. They said that they're not going to have a lot of first party games at
Whoa,
launch, which
whoa, whoa,
makes
whoa.
sense. But
What event?
they're going to have an event that they're showing off all their first party games
Oh yeah, I
When
heard
is
about
that
that.
happening?
Xbox.
next month.
But that's kind of stupid. Why would you
Okay.
have a press conference only showing third party games?
But that's what I'm saying. Like this whole like everything was supposed to be shown at E3, but now that E3 was canceled, all these different studios had to kind of do their own event. You know what I'm saying? Like Sony did their event, uh,
So
Microsoft did their.
that's the last Sony event, right?
Yeah, I think so, pretty much.
Yeah, Xbox gonna have their in.
They're waiting on Microsoft to say a price. They're
Oh
both
yeah.
waiting on each other to say a price.
And Xbox is gonna show them first party. We're probably gonna see a Halo, probably Gears of War 5, all that same old, same old.
If I were you'll probably see Gears of War 6, but like they just bought up like 15 different studios, so
Yeah, but
we
you know it
might
takes long to make those,
yeah,
high
because
ranked
I
games.
think my predictions is we'll definitely see Halo. We'll definitely see gameplay. If we don't see gameplay of Halo, like at this point, that's a problem. But we'll see gameplay. They'll probably tease Fable because there's been rumors of them making a new Fable game, which
Heard
will be
about
big
that.
for them. Um, there's rumors of them making another Perfect Dark Zero, which I'd be interested, and I think a lot of people that are into like the shooter genre will be into. Some other studios working on like an RPG. So they got games coming. It's just like with this pandemic, a lot of these games probably won't see like the games that they're gonna really want to show off.
Hold up, I'll be right back.
Go ahead. But a lot of the games that they don't want to show off, like even Phil Spencer said, he's not going to show a game that's not going to be ready or it's not like being finished or anything like that. He doesn't want to run into an issue like that where he has to cancel a game or something like that. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Like I'm definitely hyped for another Halo because I still play Halo 5. That multiplayer is fucking fire still. I know it's not everybody cup of tea, but I'm looking forward to it.
I don't drink tea, period, because it doesn't taste good typically.
How much would I pay for? Oh, that has backwards
How
compatible.
much would
Well,
you pay? What
I
was that? Did that say backwards compatibility with every other PlayStation game?
yeah, I would say that's worth $600. You know what I'm saying? If they were go that
Oh
route, five
man,
six hundred.
that's definitely worth $600
Yeah, because
easily. Like if you're saying that I can purchase a system that I can then go to any secondhand store, I can go on Amazon and I can just click PlayStation games. I don't have to put a number after it, and I can just look through all of them and be like, oh, that looks cool, buy. That looks cool, buy. And I don't have to worry about what freaking system it's supposed to be on because I can just play it. That sounds freaking
Mhm.
phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's why I say like the ecosystem, like Xbox is doing stuff with like the smart delivery, which we didn't hear any word of that about PlayStation, where essentially you buy one copy of a game, and then when the Series X comes out, you get that, or the Series S, you get the best possible version automatically, like a free
Okay.
update. Yeah, so like that kind of like also I find interesting that a lot of people don't talk about too that another service that Xbox has is essentially you can lease an Xbox One X right now for like 25 a month, and you get 2 years of Game Pass and 2 years of Gold, and you can opt to upgrade in 18 months.
But it's supposed to be bending over backwards, man.
That's what I'm saying. They give you all these options to just play a game, just play any type of games and stuff like that. They're giving you all this type of access. You know what I'm
They
saying?
give you that access because they think they've cornered the market because they really make the money off the microtransactions. And the only way to make money off microtransactions is to get you on the game on the
Mhm.
system. So any way to get you the system is freaking
and,
money in their pocket.
and that's why I also think that both companies made a digital version because originally the Xbox One was going to be all digital, but that obviously wouldn't work out at that time because you know. But now it's crazy how a lot of people, if you ask them, like most of their games are digital. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's funny how things play out. But I do find kind of interesting that we've been talking about this for a while as far as like performance and graphics and stuff that PlayStation, as far as their first party games, they are targeting 30 frames. That's an issue. That's kind of an issue for me. That's kind of weird too. Shout out to K Dot.
What's up? What's up?
But yeah, it's just like
Flag
I want to ask K Dot this. How do you feel about PlayStation
Snake.
targeting 30 frames per second on their first party games?
Uh, I mean, I'll be honest. When I look at 30 and 60, sometimes I can hardly tell the difference.
Mm.
I'll be
What?
honest. I can hardly tell the difference at times.
There is a difference though.
Anything from
There's a huge
prescriptions,
difference.
man.
Whoa, 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 whoa. But he's talking about shooting for a target.
30 and 6,
You
that's a
should be
huge difference for
shooting
me.
for 60, not shooting for 30.
Yeah, and that's what's weird to me. It's just like the Ratchet and Clank game that they showed off. Was it Ratchet? Yeah, it was Ratchet and Clank. No. Dark Demon Souls. That's a PS3. That's a that's a PS3 game that's being remade from the ground up, and it's locked at 30.
I mean, pretty much the expectation for the most part is that these PlayStation games for this new console are expected to be 60 frames,
Yeah,
and they're not, and they won't be performing at 60.
because because from what I'm looking at it is just like they want to go 4K 30.
I mean, well,
Like,
I'm just saying this. Like, what's the point of upgrading a new console if we're gonna still be in the same struggle of 3060, we still can't do it. You know, it's like
yeah,
Right.
we're upgrading for a reason. You know, we're
because they
upgrading
say
for a reason.
they say on the box because it's gonna say on the box that like you can get up to 120 frames
Yeah.
per second, but I don't see that happening
Bro, people
until
just
like
see 4K and they run with it.
you said what?
What's up,
People will just
Maddie?
see 4K and
Star.
run with it. No,
Yeah,
they don't look at frames and shit like
the
that.
the only
They
game that I could
automatically assume it's 60.
the only game I could see running at like 120 frames per second right now is probably Minecraft on consoles.
Minecraft, that dude.
Damn, Minecraft look that good.
Minecraft and probably Fortnite could probably do it because they're not like super graphically demanding. Like the super graphically demanding games probably won't see none of those games hit like 120 frames, but you'll probably see some
Oh,
60
okay.
FPS like games and stuff. Like I think Halo Infinite's definitely gonna be at 60. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
probably.
So K-Dot, what's your predictions on the price?
500 or less, no more. Because
For
Right?
for the PS 5 with the disc drive?
with the disk drive,
500 with the disc drive and then 400
okay,
without.
let's say with the disk drive, I think that's going to go for 500. I think the digital is going to probably, max 550, 600. I mean, don't touch 700. Don't go past
Yeah.
600. If the cap is going to be 600, don't go past it. Cuz I mean,
Yeah, I said that too.
these games still got to be affordable to an extent for especially families.
Mhm.
So, you know,
Yeah, if you get like a console at 600, right, and then you want to get another controller, and then you
yeah,
want to get a game, that pops you like almost 800.
right. Unless they do a bundle. But I think do a bundle. Have like different consoles, the disc and the digital with different bundles of games.
Yeah,
And
they're definitely gonna have
Yeah, they'll
bundles.
do that.
right. And look, I say for the first time ever, sell us a console with two controllers. Like I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Give us
Right.
a
Right?
console with two motherfucking controllers.
And shout out to Nintendo for like sneaking two controllers in there, like with the Switch. Those are like
Right.
literally two controllers you could have.
Them
Yeah,
niggas
I don't give
they are
credit
always
to
selling us a
that part.
console with one controller.
Oh,
Blows
and
my
that's why I
mind.
said that's why I gotta give Xbox more credit because you could use your Xbox One controller on your Series X, and you can
Yeah,
use the
that's
Series
tight.
X. You can use the Series X controller on your Xbox One.
Yeah, it's all a big family. I mean, I don't really look at like I mean, they do call it Series X as in it's a new generation, but it
Yeah,
all looks the same. Like when they released the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X, it's basically just a more advanced version of the original Xbox One.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still see us as being in the Xbox One era, even though
You
technically it's a new generation.
Yeah, you could kind of see it. Or you could kind of like when I look at like how they named it, I look at how like the Dell or like how computers would name their shit like the Series 5 or Series 7 or something like that, like or even
Yeah, bro.
or
Like
even like
for PC.
iPads, like they don't necessarily have a number, like it's not the iPad 12 or 20, it's the iPad 2019 or iPad 2018
Bro, I'll
model.
be honest, bro. I think Xbox is going the PC route. I think eventually, like the goal is to be like competing with PCs
Yeah,
instead of being an old console.
I
Yeah,
mean, you could say the same for PlayStation because like these aren't your normal consoles anymore. They're pretty much like supercomputers at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like the power that they're putting
Well,
into
PlayStation
the.
is more game
Wait,
oriented.
they got a
Xbox is really
Jarvis
out
in the
there.
frickin' PlayStation?
No, I'm just saying like even like developers would say like these are more like supercomputers than like your average like traditional consoles. That's why they're gonna kind of look big and bulky and stuff like that. And you know, and you make a good point. Like they're definitely I don't think they're necessarily going in that that space because I hear that a lot. But like I said, I think it's all about them just putting the games in people's hands as many as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like checking all boxes. You know, but like I said, like I think and I think it just comes down to choices because like yeah, I just upgraded to the Game Pass Ultimate, which like gives you gold and Game Pass.
Baller.
It gives you gold and Game Pass and whatnot. So if I just decided, hey, I wanted to switch over to PC, I could do so, and I'll still have all my Xbox games I could play on my PC.
I mean, as far as Game Pass goes, I like Game Pass. As far as it goes, is much is much more beneficial to buy Game Pass. Usually, I get it for like the 3 months and stuff, because you get gold and access to Game Pass for like if you pay for 3 months, you get it access to gold. So it's better just buy the Game Pass instead of just getting gold. I'll be honest
Yeah,
with
that's why I was like,
you.
yo, I just hey, you upgrade for $1. It's
Yep.
only $1.
And look, I'll say this too. When I'm be getting both consoles, I'm primarily getting the Xbox Series X mainly because I'm very much comfortable with the Xbox interface, and I still love that interface. That interface, everything is very much easier to navigate. It's very
Yeah,
it's easy to navigate.
it's constantly
Yeah.
changing.
And I'm getting PS5 for the PlayStation exclusives. Now, for the most part, the thing that people don't realize is these exclusives don't get made as much as a third party game might get made. You need to have games in between to satisfy people in the long run. Not saying the exclusives can't. Not saying exclusives can't. Depending if they're like multiplayer, single player, depending on what you're playing. But for the most part, with the amount of third parties we're gonna be getting, Series X is gonna be my home for my third parties, my exclusives, PlayStation.
Yeah, but I think also a lot of developers are going to just be ditching like the current gen, like the Xbox Ones and PlayStation 4s, and as they should, because it's just like I understand, like we're at that time where we're going to get like you said, we're going to get a lot of these third party games, a lot of some meh titles here and stuff, but like
Yeah.
I'm excited because like Balai brought up good a good thing over here.
Ray tracing.
Yeah, race tracing is
That
gonna
was
be
lit.
that's gonna be a big
That's my
thing.
shit right there.
That's gonna be a big. I wonder how many games are gonna actually utilize it, but you know what I'm saying.
As long as they're using it in the frickin' sports games and the racing games, that's what I care about the most.
Yeah, 2K is gonna still look the same and shit. Like those games, I just saw the 2K made a golf game and shit too. Like, it looks pretty good though. It looks interesting. Um,
Only
speaking of
Tiger, only Tiger Woods is playing it.
speaking of exclusives, we got The Last of Us 2 coming out this weekend. That's gonna be a
Yeah,
big
that shit
event
gonna
for
go dumb.
that shit going. Yeah, that regardless of how people feel about those leaks and whatnot, and we're not going to talk about them, of course, but regardless of how people feel about it, like that's probably going to be PlayStation's highest selling game so far this
Well, I
for the
feel like it's gonna sell millions and millions of copies.
most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
Right, that's the thing too. Like we talked about this like not too long ago, but people always say. I think we talked about the iPhone like on the other
Hmm.
channel, but people always say like niggas always love to complain like, oh my gosh, those leaks are trash. Wow, 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 but they still gonna buy it.
Right.
They still gonna buy it.
I
And
They gonna
it's
mean,
play it,
like
review it.
I mean, look. I'll say this: Perp. If you get Last of Us 2, right? If you
I
get
don't, I
Last
got
of Us,
PlayStation. But
okay.
it makes me want to buy a PlayStation because it's like I was never hyped about The Last of Us because it always felt like a generic ass story to me. But then I was just like, the little plot details I get from the story, I was like,
Generic.
oh shit! So they're really trying to like they're going there with this. I was like, okay, they got some balls here. That makes me interested. But continue what you're saying.
Well, look. Me, I'm not getting the game. I'm gonna watch people play the game. That's what I'm
Don't
gonna
do
do.
that.
I want to see other people's
Don't do
reaction.
that. Don't do that. Don't watch somebody play the game. Just I would say like to be honest, yo. Because I'll make the I'll make a comparison to a game that I really love, and like like Kingdom Hearts 3, right?
Yeah.
If I found, I'd be pissed if I got leaked about like what happens at the end of it and certain details and stuff. But it's not gonna stop me from playing that game, bro. Like I'm waiting too damn long. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I was just like, y'all should like. I'm not gonna sit there and say like, yo, go buy this game, but like, I think people should just play the game for themselves to find out if they really like it or not. So they're really, because just by leaks, like from the leaks and stuff, like a lot of that shit's out of context. You don't know how this character got here or this got there, what they went through to get there. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the
But
That's the
but
thing.
that's the thing though. Like even with movies, right?
hmm
You don't want to waste your money. How else are you supposed to know if a movie's trash without watching it?
but look at Naughty Dog's track record. Have they ever given you a bad game up to this point?
Yeah, they have a good track record.
Nope, but this is about to be their first
How
possible
would how,
No, we don't. Yeah,
I
we don't
would
know.
I would highly doubt that, because I look at that final trailer they put out and like the gameplay got me excited. I only got a fucking PlayStation, but it
Man,
made me.
Uncharted 4 was fire, nigga.
But
Yeah, I'm probably
I'm
first
just
type.
saying, like, because like this game, like they said, even like this game was designed from the ground up, with the PlayStation 4 Pro in mind. So like this was the first game. Like none of the other PlayStation 4 games really took advantage of like the power that was inside the box up until this point. Like I think Ghost of Tsushima is going to be another game that kind of takes advantage of like the box's full capabilities. But based off of that final trailer and the gameplay they showed me, I was like, damn, bro, the attention to detail in this game is insane. And like the amount of hours, you could just tell that a lot of time went into this game. And why I didn't really like rock with The Last of Us at first, because like I said, it seemed like, oh, it's gonna be like one of those post-apocalyptic movies where, oh, we gotta just go kill the bad guy, blah blah blah. That's boring. But like what they were explaining with the story and just based off the leaks, I was like, that's interesting, because you don't really normally see that being done in
Bro,
video games. It's very generic. Like a lot of
bro, what we're seeing right now is
Hmm.
generic.
How
This new
so?
shit's about to be generic.
How so? Have you seen?
Generic revenge story.
But
The other one
what other?
actually,
What
yeah,
other?
you
Hold
can
on,
say
hold on, hold
he.
on.
God of War was a revenge story. One,
But
two,
I'm saying,
three.
like, what other video game have you played that has done that? As far as like on The Last of Us, like that has been at that level.
Wait, are you
But
talking about?
that's the thing, though.
Are you talking? Wait. In terms of what? Because Assassin's Creed 2 was a revenge story.
I'm saying like just as overall, like the brutality and just they put you,
Yeah, I
you're
know what
in
you're talking about.
you know what I'm saying, like this immersive
I know what you're
world.
talking about.
You know, like I like
Bro,
that
here's the
thing.
thing, though. This
Mhm. Go ahead.
this is the deciding factor is the content, right? So like if like yes, it's never been done before, but I could say it's for a good reason, right? Because it's really hard to do. It's really easy to mess up. You don't know if they don't do it right, it might fuck up the whole game.
Mhm.
You know, they're taking big
Yeah,
risks when it comes to the story.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
And
mean,
I was like,
I mean,
I feel like people. I'm not gonna say like y'all should, like, y'all have the right to feel how you feel, but like I feel like you should somewhat commend that, because it's like, look at how many generic video game stories we get. Like it's kind of like the same shit, rinse and repeat. And like for them to go out their way to say, hey, like let's just do something completely drastic, and like, and the way the world is set up and what I've known for it seems like that type of story where it could like literally be, you could literally look at it from anybody's perspective. Like nothing makes like Joel and them that special, because it could happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in a world where you're in a post-apocalyptic world, and a lot of like these settings fail to do this, is like have stakes, like make it like
Don't you
so.
feel like don't
Mhm.
you feel like from what you've gotten from the trailers, right? It's not
Mhm.
really focusing on the zombies that much and the world itself. It's more focusing on the humans.
Mhm. I mean, I feel like with that, you're always going to have to focus on the humans, because you don't want it. you don't want it to turn into a, oh, let's turn this into, oh, there's this big super duper 2 foot three, not 2 foot, that's too short, like a 10 foot zombie, like, and you have to put all the, no, that would be so unrealistic. And that's why, like, you could kind of like attest to this, why I like The Walking Dead, because the whole human aspect, because like not only do you have to deal with this other threat, you have to worry about the people that are actually still alive
But
and stuff.
what happened in season 7 and
So then
beyond?
why don't you like Game of
They
Thrones?
focused.
That's the exact same setup.
No, it's not.
Humans fighting humans with zombies right on the other side the wall.
But those zombies are trash.
Well, look,
Sorry.
let me say this for the most part, right?
Mhm.
I'm definitely not buying this game. I'm okay with watching other people play. Reason being was when I got the first Last of Us. I didn't get Last of Us 1 until 2017. And this game been out since 2013. Because I watched other people play. I enjoyed other people playing it. I didn't feel like I needed to play it. It was good from what I saw, and I liked it.
Mhm.
And I got it 2017, finally got to experience it myself, and I liked it just the same as I liked other people playing it. Now for
So,
this, you know, the story's not what I want. The character I'll be playing as, not what I want, but I can somehow fathom it. This game already wasn't what I really wanted it to be, but I watch others play it. I'm okay with saving my $60. There's always another game I can go get with my $60. I'll hold off on this one. I'm okay.
mhm.
I'll let other people play it, enjoy it. It's not like I'm gonna roast it or nothing. Well, maybe, but I'm gonna hold off on this one. I'm
Cause
gonna sit this
I,
one out. I'm gonna
cause
sit this
I,
one out.
cause I hear, like, the main thing I hear that people have complaints with is Joel's character in this, and
And pop.
this is the thing
Yeah.
about me with just character.
No, no, you misunderstand it,
You said what?
bruh. It's because a certain something happens. Let's say a certain something happens to Joel, right? I'd say a pretty good, pretty popular character, and then the game expects us to play as the character that does this certain something to Joel. That's
Right.
the
I feel like
blasphemous.
that. I feel like that's dope though, because how many
That's
games do
dope.
that though? And it's the same thing. Like, I'll make another comparison.
Yeah,
Like
this is where the
like
risk comes.
like
If
like
they don't, if they
like
don't do it well, it can end it. It'll be trash.
I'll make another comparison. Like, take GTA 5. Like, when there's a torture scene, like, how many games do you sit there and can torture people and stuff? So it's like, give
But that's different. I don't care. The
7
guy that's getting
games.
tortured, the guy that doesn't that's getting tortured, I don't have any relations to. I don't
But
even
that's the
care about. I
thing,
didn't even know him.
and that's what I want to get to. That's what I want to get to. It's just like, I feel like people get so attached to these non-realistic, like, these what's the term I'm looking for?
Come
Non-real,
on now,
like,
don't do that.
not no,
Don't do
listen,
that.
listen, because I get trapped in it too. I get trapped in it too. But I was just like,
Levi, come on now.
yeah, like,
Attack on Titan, come on
if
now.
let's say, for hypothetically, and don't nobody in the like that, or manga readers spoil this if this is true. If Levi dies, I'd be completely fine with it, because it's just like, he served his purpose, and it's a story that is set up
Damn,
that
nigga,
way
you
where
won't even shed a tear.
I would shed a tear.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
be fine,
Let me give
but
you a
I'm
And
not.
look,
I,
and
context.
look,
I'd be
and look,
fine, but I'm not gonna be
Let
saying
me
like.
give you
But hold on, hold on, hold
context.
on, hold on, hold on,
Let me
hold on,
give you
hold on.
context. Yo,
Okay,
perp. Let me give you context.
go ahead.
Let's say, right, this random character from Attack on Titan shows up, right? Let's say this random character is a transgender Titan, a non-binary, transsexual, transsexual, all that dumb shit, right? Titan, right? And then this Titan kills Levi, right? And then he eats I don't know, he eats Armin and becomes normal. And then let's say the rest of the season we have to follow this Titan as the new character now,
I'll
trying
be
to
fine with
discover
this.
his transgenderism in this world.
I'll be fine.
It's
I'll be
not
fine
a
with it, because
trash way to send
that's.
Levi off.
I mean, that I'd be fine. Like I said, I'd be fine with it, because like, that's how the world was set up. Like, it was set up to where, like, in the beginning, where anybody could get bodied. Like, you saw in the first 5 episodes that Aaron pretty much practically died. Spoiler alert. In the first 5 episodes, he died. Nobody saw that shit coming. but and then they gave you like a good episode to like have you feel mourning and stuff, and you know what I'm saying. But my whole thing is with the whole Levi thing, right?
I felt a lot
It,
more evening in that episode.
but going back to the
Bro,
whole
wait. Are you that much
hold
of
on, hold on, hold
denial
on.
that you don't think a character can die and it be trash?
Listen, that's what I was getting to. That's what I was getting to. Because, like I said, if Levi dies, right, I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh, the way he died was trash." Now, I'll make a comparison to Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a little bit easier. Because there's a lot of deaths that just piss me off because it was stupid. Like Carl's death.
Yeah.
Out of all the times that he's dipped and dodged, and like he's got even shot in the fucking face. He's got shot in the fucking face and lived to tell about it. But he gets caught off guard by two fucking zombies.
And you know what would make it worse, Perk? Let's say the rest of the season we have to follow those zombies as the main character. Wouldn't that be trash?
Oh, make zombies a main character?
Follow the people that killed Carl in that way. In that
So
case, it
so
would be zombies.
can kind of make it more sense. Like, say
But don't you
if
see how hard it is to make it work?
no,
What
I'm
I'm trying
saying
to
like
say, it's gonna be hard.
so if like you would say like if we were to make Negan like the new showrunner, kind of like the new Rick.
It look Perp. This is best example. In
Mhm.
season 1 of Game of Thrones, Ned Stark was the main character in a sense. Ned Stark died, and then we followed the people for 3 seasons who killed Ned Stark: Joffrey, Cersei, and we don't like none of the motherfuckers.
But if a show for game sets up a universe where it's a post-apocalyptic world where
Oh
anybody could
God,
die,
yeah, sure.
but I'm saying like anybody could die at any moment, at any point. Like even at the end of the Walking Dead comic, fucking Rick got caught up in his sleep. He got shot in his sleep. It's so easy like that. I'm like, I'm pissed, but it's like that's
I agree. I know it's that easy, but this is the thing.
and hold on, and that's why
I mean, you
and that's
can
why I say
call
like
that.
we don't know exactly how the scenes in the games play out. Like they could have easily gotten manipulated in getting trapped like that. Like Joel could have been off on his own doing his because he's old now. He's
Bro,
like probably like what 60? Like what the fuck is 60-year-old man gonna do?
Bruh, Joel
Let
was
me tell you
bodying
something though.
zombies
Let me
at
tell you something, bro.
42. He was bodying zombies at 42.
So 42, so it's like
Damn, bruh.
7 years later. So he's almost 50. So yeah, he's worn out.
Bro, you know, I
Yeah,
know a
but
lot of people
that's
that say that,
7 years
that call this excellent.
post-apocalyptic years. We're not talking 7 years in Florida sipping margaritas.
Right.
It's been like 40 years, bro.
What you mean?
How old is Joel? It's been like 40 years, man. How
They
old is
said
Steve?
in the game Last of Us 2 takes place 7 years after the first one.
Damn, Joel got to be like 50 something.
Yeah,
And that's why, like, see, now I would have, like, y'all would have a point.
old.
Like, I would have understood your point if, like, the scenes played out and it's, like, literally, like, a year after. That would have made no sense. Like, how the fuck did this character find these people after, like, just a year? So, like, having this person, like, go through this journey and
Bro,
stuff.
how the fuck is there a transgender in a zombie apocalypse? Why is
That
that even a thing?
that doesn't bother me. That shit don't bother me, bro. That really,
Nigga, why?
like,
We'll see. Look,
Whatever.
Look, Swag. I'll say this in defense of it. Just this one time. Since when remember when Joel was the first one to see outbreak, so they're the first generation that are still dealing with the zombie apocalypse. So there's still some people that are transgender that are probably alive now. Years later,
Nigga,
like
it's 20 years later.
yeah, I know, but like years.
This bitch was born before the after the outbreak, my nigga.
but
She
you
look
could
20.
say you could
Not
even
she's the same age as that. I mean, she's around the same age as freaking Ellie.
but you could even compare it to Walking Dead. Like, look how
Strong
many.
built ass too. Why she buff like that, man? I ain't trying to spoil it, but
Swole body.
But also, like, you gotta think it's the end of the fucking
whole
world. So
body,
everybody
whole body.
we're at the end of the world, so it's like anybody's gonna be fucking with anybody. You're gonna see a bunch of gay dudes walking around, lesbians, anybody.
You right.
Just
You right.
you gonna see a dude.
You
You
right.
probably gonna see a dude f a dog, bro. Like
Nah, man, I'm not walking around touching dick.
Hey, Perp, you know what's funny about that? Niggas is already doing that shit now, my nigga.
right.
Imagine a
That's what I'm
zombie
saying. So
apocalypse.
what's the difference? Like, what are we really like? Like,
Okay,
what?
Niggas is
Like,
nasty, bro.
all right. Perp. Let me ask this. I want to ask this, and I
K
want to
Dot would
ask
smash Grace
go,
friend
go,
off now, my nigga. Imagine what he would smash in
I
a zombie
will, I
apocalypse.
will, I will erupt her guts with no mercy, bruh. Grace can get it.
Oh my god.
All right, but let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. The people, the chat panel, Perp, everybody. I want to ask this. Two things. Do you guys think there will be another game after this game? Just yes or no.
depends on how this ends. You know what I'm saying? There most likely will be a third game because, like, I know PlayStation's
No.
not all about. I know PlayStation's not all about going like I think Uncharted's probably like their longest series.
Mhm.
They'll probably just go. They'll probably just cap it off at a trilogy, like at the end of this generation or something like that, or the start of the next generation.
Okay. All right. Because I had another question preceding this after. If you guys don't think there's gonna be another game, I'm okay with Joel dying. I'm okay with something like that happening. I'm okay with it at this moment. If there's not gonna be another game after this. Now I want to get to this, and this is the big thing because it goes down to the gameplay, the character I'm playing as. I ask this question, and I can fathom this character, but I want to ask, what does Ellie offer that Joel could never do? What does Ellie offer to
Yo,
me,
you don't see.
the person playing as her, for how many hours this game, 60 plus or whatever? What
It's
does,
I think it says like 25 to 30.
okay, well, with
You
the
see,
25,
this is
30,
the problem, K Dot. This is the problem. Perp is not attached to these characters like us, my nigga. Perp don't give a
But
frick.
that's the thing.
You
But
know,
I was
he has an
that's
unbiased
I'm not
perspective.
I'm not saying you can't be attached to these characters, but like I'm okay.
I
Like,
just want to answer the question.
go ahead, PB.
You looking for a serious answer to this question? The one thing that she can offer? Are we talking like to
hey,
you playing the game or inside of
She's
the
a
story?
woman.
hey, you give me whatever you want, PB. Let me know what's up. What does Ellie offer?
Because inside of the story, she offers she can have babies.
Right.
I didn't know.
My nigga, ain't she gonna build a family? I ain't trying to spoil the fuck.
Well, look,
I don't know how you can build a family if you're a dyke,
But
especially in a
well, look,
post-apocalyptic
Right.
world.
the reason
adoptive.
I asked is because for the majority of this game, I'm gonna be stuck playing as Ellie, right? You know, not I got nothing against Ellie the character. I like the character.
Ellie tight, bro.
And the thing about it is, when you offer me a new character, the new character has to do something that better than the OG character. You know, something new, grand, special. You know, it's like this. When
I don't know if it.
Kratos
I
died
get
in
what you're
God of
saying.
War,
I don't know if it necessarily has to be better, but it has to be
it has to be-
different and good in its own way.
wait, now
Yeah.
see, I'm glad that you said that. So how do we not know that we don't get like some type of like backstory to the chick that we that's gonna be that supposedly people are gonna be playing as? We
Oh,
don't
no.
get like some type of tight backstory on her. What if her backstory is actually pretty tight and makes you sympathize for
I
her?
mean,
Because
Oh no. We know her backstory. I already
Bruh.
don't sympathize with her. I already don't. I don't sympathize with what her special person that she's connected to did. But
now
I understand why she's mad.
I would see what y'all was like. I would feel how y'all feeling because I know, like, yeah, I understand about the attachment to a character. Now, what would be trash is if how he goes out, oh, he falls down a ladder or some shit, and he breaks his neck. That's lame.
Well, the way Joe's going out, similar to that.
But you're going around, you're going around killing people, not
what you
knowing.
just said is better than what we got.
Hold on. But you're going, but he
What
like
you said is better than what you know how many
but-
niggas die by a ladder in a year?
Listen, but based on what I know about The Last of Us, these people they're not saints. They're going around killing people as well. Like, once you kill a human being, you're not like any better than the person that's doing the killing at all. But like, You know what I'm saying?
Do you know why you're better, Perp?
You can't. Hold on.
Perp, do you know
You
why?
can't,
Do
you,
you know why he's better
wait,
in my eyes? Do you know why? Do you know why? Because I've seen him grow. Because it's loyalty. I've seen him by my perspective. I don't care if this new bitch comes from nowhere and says, "You killed my whole fam, bitch. I don't know you. Kill you too." I don't
but
give a
that's
freak.
but
That's
that's the
how it
thing.
works,
Like
man.
you can't expect like like to go through a story, right? You're killing all these other human beings, not knowing if they have a family back home or something like. They're just doing
I
what they got to
I
do
feel
as
like
well.
Well, look. This
I
is
feel like that's not a fair
I mean, just
comparison
like The
because you're
Walking
saying
Dead,
that
bro. Like,
you grew to love one character over the course of one game, and now you're like, well, I love this character, and I only want to play as him, and you've killed him off, so fuck off. Why can't you grow to love any other character? Is that not possible?
not. I mean, if this game was going anywhere after this, then yes. But everybody seems to think that there won't be another game
My
after, and
my
that's
my
and that's
my
my thing
my
with
pre-
it. With,
my prediction about this is based off the leaks. We're not going to go too much into detail about it. Ellie is going to walk away from this, and possibly we're going to get another showdown between these characters in a third movie. I mean, a third game.
I mean,
I'd
well,
watch that movie.
we'll see. All right then, if that's the case, because this game is look. The thing about this game is that the first game was about getting a cure, right? And at some
Mhm.
point, you got to go back to this. And this third game needs to, if they, that's the thing. The first game was all about getting Ellie to this place because she's the cure. We still need to address that. And this second game won't be addressing that. It's going off on some
But
random
was but was that
making new villains based off of some random people that are super irrelevant people. Like this new character, if she was related to a prior villain from the first game
irrelevant,
that was
bruh.
prominent, then yes.
but
Then
like I
we
said,
don't be
like
okay with this, like a
Yeah, make
prominent.
her a villain.
but the best like let's just like I think the best comparison I can make towards The Last of Us is The Walking Dead because they're practically kind of similar as far as
They're
like the
similar.
zombie aspect. You're
Rick and
always going to
Carl.
you're always going to run into like different groups of people. That's just like people's morals go out the windows. People are different. You know what I'm saying? But what the fuck was I about to say? I just lost my fucking train of thought. Cause I just had it, just fucking just went away.
Metal Gear Solid 2 rating.
Son of a bitch.
But I do want to touch on what Balai was saying. Like it's actually doing critically really well. It's at like sitting at a 60
Yeah, they
90
do.
a 96 right now. It's a 96 right now.
Like
Um
People ain't
blinded.
woke like us, but like,
you said what?
You don't think like it's blind. They're not on our level yet. They
people
behind.
ain't into like the news and shit.
Yeah, but they the ratings are pretty doing really well. Fucking GameSpot gave it an 8 because they said it's too violent, which is stupid as fuck. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
See, and that's the thing. That's
A
the thing.
post-apocalyptic world with
Buddy, shit.
zombies is
These,
too violent.
IGN.
No,
see, and that's the
GameSpot.
thing. These review companies are going to gas this shit. If
But
they,
a lot of
if they
a
give
lot of
it
these
an 8 out
people
of
that
10,
but a lot of these people that are reviewing it aren't like any. They don't have no connections or nothing like that. These are just people that get the copies of the games and
Yeah,
They're
stuff.
that's the
trying
thing.
to
But
That's what I'm
make
saying. Y'all got
connections.
these niggas giving it 10 out of 10s. They ain't.
they did
It's
the same shit.
unbiased perspective.
But
They see death.
before that, hey,
They
but
see,
here's the kicker. Before that, like people that are fans of The Last of Us, they were saying that they were going to be disappointed if this game did not get a 95 or a 96. If it got a 93, they would have been disappointed. So people were already
that's
predicting that.
pre-leaks. People
That
understand
was
why I got that
no
shit.
no
That's pre-leaks.
that was like I'm talking about. This happened like last year. People were predicting like what the score of The Last of Us 2
Before the leaks.
way before the leaks. People were saying like this got to get a 90 a 95 or 96 or else they're going to be
Yeah,
this.
that's irrelevant, bro. We're talking post-leaks.
look, I'm gonna say this. Right. This game is not a mindless gameplay type of game. This is a game with a story, right? I
One
see
second.
this. Based off the story. I'm not gonna have a fun ride with this. I don't like the switch up of making me play as a character I don't want to play as. There's only two people I want to play as, Joel and Ellie, and that's it.
I mean,
Me.
that's expected, bro. Ellie's,
But
come
what
on.
I just want to I want to touch on what Drake
I
said.
know,
He
no,
said
no, no, no.
with
What?
Sony's blocking people's reviews. Well, if they have an embargo on the game, you shouldn't be talking about it unless the embargo is up. That just
Yep.
Yeah,
goes for
embargo
anything.
gotta go up. Yeah,
That
embargoes.
just that just goes for anything. So like, I'll even touch about that. Like, Naughty Dog kind of like blocking people's channels, giving people strikes. Me, I'm not for that, but I could see why they did it because it's just they don't want to risk having things being put out when they're not supposed
Ballad,
to.
I gave up hope on humanity a long time ago, bro.
You said what?
No, I'm
Look,
just saying, Ballad, I gave up on humanity a long time ago. But continue.
look, I want to get back. Well, this is what I was trying to say, right? I'll be if this in this game, I'm totally fine playing as Joel or Ellie. I don't want to play as this person they're trying to force me to play as. That's a big no for me. That's just a no for me. For me, when I get my games,
Yeah.
this is the thing.
We're not
If
saying
the game is a $60 investment. That is $60, and I go by the way my mom used to make me buy my games. I get like a one game every 2 to 3 months. I don't get a lot. I didn't get a lot of games because that shit was expensive. So I had to choose wisely. It's like when Cyberpunk comes out, and I look at Cyberpunk. That looks like a great first-person game, open world, but it's not what I want because I do not play first-person open world games. But it looks like a good first-person open world game, and I know somebody will love that because people love first-person open world games. I hate first-person open world games.
you don't like Far Cry.
Huh? No, I don't like Far Cry.
You don't like Far Cry.
I didn't play those. I stayed away. If it's an open world, I want to see. Look. This is different. Far Cry. I can play Far Cry because Far Cry didn't have like no deep customization and stuff. You just get a gun, you go out there and shoot. Other things. The problem with Cyberpunk is that Cyberpunk is going to have deep customization. Like you can customize your clothing, the way your character looks, and you're never going to get to see your character. It's like, why would you add this in, and I'm never going to get to see my character? I was doing a
It's more of a
cutscene.
nitpick.
No, it's not.
There's no mirrors in the game.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Mirrors. How many mirrors do I need to find? Oh, I want to see how I look. I'm gonna go find the
Do you know
mirror
what-
in the near future. But look, my
You
thing.
know what my problem with Cyberpunk is?
What?
That shit look
Right.
fire.
Yeah, it looks.
No,
it looks
I
good.
agree with
That's
K
not a
Dot.
whole
Like,
bunch
if
of
it's
concepts,
open
right?
world, I don't like it being first person. I would much rather prefer it to be third person.
Yeah. I want.
I think it's pretty much going to be on PC too. They're probably going to have that.
Or at least do Skyrim. Give me the option to switch between first and third person.
Yeah, it'll probably
Right.
come in an
Like,
update. Though. It'll probably come in an update or some
Bro,
shit.
that's a nitpick, man. Come on now.
That is not a nitpick. That's the gameplay. I'm
Third
talking
person
about.
and first person.
that's huge.
That's a deciding factor
That's
for a
huge.
game.
Yes, because look, Cyberpunk, I gotta play the whole game first person, and they tell me you can customize your character the way they look and stuff. You make your own character, and I'm like, okay, cool, and I don't get to see my character for like majority of the game, 99% of the game. Let's say 95% of the game, I don't get to see my character besides a cutscene or
Why you gotta see your character, bro?
because I want to see the character I created. When I play open world game, when I create my character, I want to see my character. I want to see what I made.
It's like playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I customize the character. I want to see the character, not just see through his eyeballs.
Hey, nobody want to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas first person. Finally, want to play
bro, GTA San Andreas is not tight because of the customization of the character. It's tight because of the gameplay and the story.
Well, that's all part of the gameplay.
Take the customization out. That game is still fire.
That's all. Customization is all part of the gameplay. It's all gameplay.
I can take the customization off.
Okay, then I can.
It's still tight.
Yeah.
But just to kind of end the whole.
That's the thing. It's open world game. There should be customization and stuff. That's like mandatory.
But I wanted to.
I'm not a tailor, and it's the only time in my life I got to dress a black man.
But I wanted to close off, like, say some final words about this whole Last of Us thing. Um, I don't, I don't like shame anybody for not buying it. You know, that's just that. Me personally, I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, just me personally, like, if it was like Kingdom Hearts 3, and you know what I'm saying, I gotta play that shit day one or some shit. Like, if it's like when Kingdom Hearts 4 gets announced,
You love
my
that
money,
shit, man.
my money is on there. My money's on there already. They got my money already. But
He's like, "Where's the download? Well, you got the download up? I can download it now. If you got the download up,
I
guys,
would
where's the download?"
I would do this, right? If you don't want to buy the game, right, or support it in any way, just ask a friend to borrow that game once they're done. There you go, and play it for yourself. That's all I do is encourage people to
Yeah.
play things out for yourself because you never know. You might actually like the story. You never know. You never know.
Like everybody
Like,
who likes the story.
like I'll make the Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, a lot of people didn't like that story, but I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
I liked it too.
Was
Yeah,
was it better
we
than Kingdom
know,
Hearts
Perp.
2?
We love it. What you love it when characters take big chances, like The Last Jedi.
Oh yeah, Last Jedi.
Luke Skywalker.
Fire. Fire. Shit better than New Hope.
Oh,
Both.
there's a pattern here. Nigga, what? Bro, this nigga, bro.
No, nobody can debate me right now saying like that A New Hope is not a boring ass movie, bro. It's boring. That movie is boring, bro. I can watch that shit
Hey,
over and
bro.
over.
Nah,
And
bro, nah. A New Hope has far more
I
interesting.
can't
would
say the
debate
No,
with
it
whole
you.
doesn't.
thing is.
I
All
would
I
What's
can
debate with you
say
interesting
on
is
about
it
I
New
Star
can't
Hope?
Wars.
drags
gravitate
at
to nobody in the
moments.
Last Jedi,
I
bro.
don't care for
Ben,
Star Wars that much.
Ben's a
Hold on,
cut.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Ben got shot up by Rose. He
hold on, hold on, hold on.
got
What
dragged around by
interesting?
Rose whole
I
movie.
must have I must have missed the interesting part in A New Hope, because are you talking about that geriatric fight between Obi-Wan and fucking Darth Vader? Them slapping their canes together?
Yeah,
My nigga, that's
it
back in the
was
day. That's during the
That is
times.
one of the worst. That is one of the worst fucking lightsaber fights I've ever seen. That's worse.
it was the 70s. Choreography was trash
Bro,
back
that's
in the
back in
day.
the
Hey
day,
man, at
bro.
least it was an
Bro, don't,
actual
They didn't have the
lightsaber duel,
technology.
unlike the lightsaber duel
bro,
in The Last Jedi.
bro. You cannot make that excuse when in the '70s they had
Bro, that's
kung
like
fu
going
movies
back
and
and
people
hating on
doing
Teenage
tricks and
Mutant Ninja
flips.
Turtles because they didn't look like real turtles.
Bro, this is why I said there's inconsistency, right? Right? How the fuck is Dooku doing all these flips, but then fucking Obi-Wan can't do the same fucking shit, bro? But put this nigga on some strings.
That's like almost 20 years later.
Put
Because
this nigga on
it
some
wasn't
strings.
really until the 90s when like choreography became tight in movies, like legit.
But
Like
you tell
Matrix.
me,
Yeah, you
you
Matrix.
tell me
can't
you
blame
could
it
have
for
put
its time, bro. Come on now.
people could have put they could have put Obi-Wan and Darth Vader on some strings and nobody would have gave a fuck. It would have goofy as hell, but
No,
people
you're
But
right.
that's like
Yeah,
No,
saying,
no, no.
they
Perp
could
has
have,
a
but
point. They
they could
shouldn't.
have, but they didn't because
They
they didn't have the best fight choreographers they can get. They clearly didn't. They probably had to be able to say, "Hey, swing your swords." Won't, 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 won't. That's it was a
well,
set.
yeah.
70s.
Instead
They
of
had shit fighting
casting
choreographers.
Oh, what up, Danny?
instead of casting Alec Guinness to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, he wanted them to cast Bruce Lee.
That'd been crazy.
And look,
So then he'd have
As who?
lightsaber nunchucks.
I'll say this: the biggest L of the Last Jedi is Snoke. I can see everything he is about to do. Ah!
You ain't see my boy Kylo come in and just slit you in half, bro. That's
Yo,
why I said I'm about to
yo,
Bullshit.
start
How
yo,
do you
paying
think everything
crybaby,
attention.
gonna do,
bro.
but
Hey,
he didn't see
crybaby
that?
Kylo.
Bullshit.
Crybaby
I'm
Prince Name
not
Kylo.
supposed to be laughing after a big moment in a movie like that.
I can
Hey,
see everything he.
hey, all I say is Kylo did what Darth Vader should have done to the Emperor in fucking Empire Strikes Back. You know what?
You're
He's like,
right. He did what he
Vader
was
should.
supposed to do, except the Emperor was good at his fucking job.
But hey, Vader should have just been like, you know what? I'm tired of taking orders from you. I've been taking orders from you for about 30, 40 fucking years now. I'm tired of it. Your old ass is done. I'm going to chop your ass up. Boom.
Yeah, he picked him up and dropped
Right.
him.
And he couldn't do that until his son was in peril.
Trash. Fuck Luke.
Whereas Kylo was just like, you know what? At some point, I'm gonna want to
Bro, my
bone
nigga.
this bitch, and I think you're gonna kill her. So let's chop you in half.
But like that whole Snoke scene, like he told me exactly what was going to happen, bro.
Damn, that's fucked up.
But
Hey, hey,
it got flipped on his side.
Bro,
hey,
you do
I'll say
realize
this.
Darth Vader hated the Jedi, right? Because he thought Padme was dead. He thought all his children were not alive. The Jedi
Yeah,
took that from him.
I don't go down that rabbit
Obviously,
hole. That
obviously
shit.
being attached with his son is gonna bring him back, bro.
I got issues with like I say I got issues with all these Star Wars movies, even the sequels. They're not free from criticisms. Like all these Star Wars movies have issues and problems and shit that
Yeah,
like
I'll be honest. Niggas
Yeah,
act like they
they're no
masterpieces.
Attack
But
on Titan, that's for sure.
Episode
most
3
definitely.
and all that shit. Last Jedi, episode 9, episode 3 better than all that shit. I want to hear it. Episode 3 tight.
Hey,
A New
episode 3 is
Hope,
tight, but
Return to
Yoda
Tight.
is trash. Yoda is trash in that movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
PB would not.
Yoda whack, but Mace that dude. We got the
Mace is
first
that
white black dude in Star Wars and Revenge of the Sith. Shouts out to Revenge of the Sith. Diverse ass movie.
Mace is the only Jedi that I could ever get behind because he's real. He's real, but even though all the Jedi are stupid as fuck, when literally Dooku told you what the fuck was going on, y'all was just like, nah.
my nigga,
Look,
when did Darth Sidious have the time to bash some cheeks, my nigga,
you said what?
to have this bitch raped?
You.
What'd you say?
That's when did Darth Sidious have the time to bash some cheeks and put this bitch Ray into life?
Hey man,
with his ruined
like hey, my lonely comrade has told me once in a time long before all this came out. He said just because
That's my cousin.
The dark side of the force.
I wouldn't even say like I still don't think the prequels are okay, but like you know what I'm saying, I'm not watching Attack of the Clones, bro. Like that shit is trash, bro. Like
And
I'll
I watch
like
Attack of the Clones over Last Jedi.
I don't understand why you don't
Man,
want to watch Mace Windu chop off Jango Fett's head.
I mean that's
Like
cool.
that's
Look,
spectacular.
this is how this is the perp way of watching the prequels, right? You skip all the way to like you go to episode 1, you skip all the way to the last fight with like Maul and them. Then you go to Attack of the Clones. You get to where PB's talking about the end of the movie.
Damn, nigga.
Then you can watch all of.
Wow.
I'm
That's
telling you,
disrespect. You be skipping all that storytelling and
all right.
bro. It's the best way to watch it. I swear to God, bro. You don't need to.
My
We
nigga,
don't
they be
care about
telling you
Jango
what.
Fett,
All right, my
none.
nigga, I'm gonna skip Attack on Titan every time the niggas start talking. I'm
No,
skipping that shit.
that's
The
different.
action
That's different.
scenes.
That's different. That's different. Because
How's that different? It's a point plot.
who gives a fuck about a Jango Fett? Like, do you really care about Jango Fett?
Nigga, they talk about the Force.
Man,
Yeah.
we still don't know what the fuck the Force is, bro. The Force could be whatever the fuck. Oh
You
shit.
right. You right.
MSK with the sticker, the $1.50 sticker. Salute.
Oh, super chat.
That's the first.
Hey, well, look, let me tell you the SSJ way of watching the new trilogy. Skip it all.
Bro, niggas be freaking the Forces.
But
That
watch
powerful,
Rogue One.
like,
Watch Rogue One.
I wanted the Force to be. I feel like they should evolve the Force to the point where I hate how it
these Jedi
seems
is
like
fucking
everybody.
DC, Marvel, Naruto niggas. Like, fuck.
No, like I hate how it's just
Force.
like how like when you watch the movies, you don't really get the sense of the power scaling. It kind of seems like everybody's on the same level. Like, oh, I could push you, or oh, I could throw lightning at you, or oh, I can move, I could choke you, or some shit. That shit gets boring.
That's where the Disney trilogy failed. They was
I
supposed to explain that
mean,
to us.
Yeah,
they're not all at the same power level because Yoda was catching lightning and just pressing it into a ball and doing nothing. You ain't be seeing Obi-Wan catching lightning with his hand and like, oh, I'll just put this in my pocket for later.
Obi-Wan's trash, bro. But what I wanted the Force to be is kind of
who isn't trash.
I like Obi-Wan.
I wanted like the Force to
He's
be
one of the better
something.
ones. Right?
I wanted the Force to be something
But
like
you like
kind of.
Kylo Ren. You hate Obi-Wan, but you like Kylo Ren.
Yeah, Kylo Ren's actually interesting. He's actually compelling. He's not a fucking Boy Scout like
Nigga, he's
fucking Obi-Wan.
compelling.
Yes, but anyways, let me get back to my point before I get completely lose my train of thought of it. But god damn it, now I lost it. Um,
You said you
Damn,
was
I ain't even a
going out the
Star Wars
Obi
fan
Wan.
like that.
you said what? You said
I
that?
ain't even a Star Wars fan.
Dun, dun, dun.
You said Obi Wan, and then you said Obi Wan trash, and you was about to say something after that.
Yeah, I was trying.
Yeah,
Oh,
Obi
fuck.
Wan trash, but Kylo was.
Oh fuck! I just lost it. But no, we could go back to the whole. Yeah, Obi-Wan's trash, bro. Like he has no business even beating Maul. I'm not gonna get into that,
I
bro. Because
agree. I agree. I agree. I'm not
Bro,
disagreeing with
don't
you.
start with.
he got no
Don't
business beating
start.
Maul. He don't got no business beating Maul. That's
I
trash,
agree.
Who won? Who
huh?
won?
If he,
Who won?
if Qui Gon was
Who
right,
won?
it was not there. You think Obi-Wan would have had a chance?
My nigga. I mean,
Yes.
No.
Obi Wan lost because the writer
The
said
same way that the fish gets off the hook
I
when
mean, you
I'm
can hyper.
toying with it in the water, and then I go, oh fuck.
What's a good example? Oh yeah, Arya versus
But
that.
in reverse, because this fish killed me.
Oh, okay. Going back to
We can
I
even go
remember
to
what I was going to say.
Captain, my
Hold on,
nigga.
hold on. I remember what I was going to say about the Force, right? I wish the Force was more unique to where um individual characters have their own kind of like Force powers, like you know what I'm saying, sort of sort of how like how Naruto, everybody kind of has their own style. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own style, the way that they use the force and stuff. Like some might use lightning, some might actually use the environments and stuff and like that, and kind of just have it
Naruto's
be
a little
based
bit
off
more
their
complicated.
personality. You know what I'm saying?
so. I
So you
can.
want them to be
I can
more like mutants.
Ain't no
Not
way
really.
Obi Wan should beat Kakashi, bro. That's some bull.
Not really. Yeah, that was bullshit too. See, that's what I'm saying. Like Obi-Wan just gets lucky, bro. They literally have a whole
But
clip,
that's not
like
the
a
only
couple
one
different
though.
games.
Like these, bro, these Jedi, like I've been seeing it
Well,
over
I
and over.
mean,
Like the last few years, these Jedi are wrecking DC
when
Marvel niggas. Like these
when you
niggas is
say you
like
want,
the Force is that OP.
yes. The
Shout
nigga,
out, shout out to them.
The Jedi just
if
so
you
whack.
want all of them to have their own individual power, what power would be universal if you want them to be different than mutants like the X-Men? Because that's what the X-Men is. Everybody is super powered in their own way with their own specific skill or whatever. But with the
Mhm.
Force, you said you
And
want everybody to have their own specific thing that they work on. But then if it's still a general thing, what would be the overall things that everybody would know?
It would be the force, but like the way that certain character would use the force, say like it would be like something passed down to him from generations. Like, all right, like this dude's very strong in the force, but he also like he uses
My
like
nigga, we still don't know. We still don't know the history. Man, fuck it. I don't know why I keep going to Attack on Titan, nigga. No,
so
but you're right. You're right, bro. The
wait.
Force isn't really explained. I'll give you
Wait,
that.
Oh, you got another super chat?
Yeah, I saw. Shout out to MSK for all these super chats, man. I appreciate it, bro.
yes.
Yes. Now we're gonna I'm
Well,
gonna have to start winding things down in about like 10 minutes. Because I
I, I
gotta.
need to I need to answer his question though. I feel like that's a question. Is that not a question?
Is that a question?
that's a question.
I feel like it's a question. Can fish drown? 100% fish can drown. All you have to do is take them out of the water.
That's not really drowning.
It's the opposite for them.
That's exactly drowning.
Wait, cause don't fish like use the water and turn that shit into oxygen?
Yeah, the oxygen passes through their gills, but it has to be in the water.
You can't drown in air.
What do you mean? Sure
You
you
could be
can. You
drowned
can't
by
breathe.
anything.
That's not drowning.
No, drowning's not
That's
necessarily
suffocation.
like have to do with water. It's just like if you're smothered or just like you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, like you're not it.
Nigga, what's the
Well,
definition of drowning, bro? It has to do with water. Or it
can't
could
I
be
have
more
no
like
idea. I'm
quicksand,
just
right? It
bullshitting
could be
here.
quicksand too.
I mean, in a sense, the water is smothering you as you are drowning, clogging everything.
Suffocation. It's more like suffocation, losing
Yeah,
like air.
suffocation. Drowning is
Fish
defined
need
as.
water to take the oxygen. You know, the oxygen for water.
Wait, I got that
And since they
definition.
don't have that, they don't have any oxygen, so they're suffocating.
what's the exact definition
It
that they
says
got?
there's an over term here. It says death caused by suffocation when
I know
water
I
or
ain't
other
tripping.
liquid fills the lungs. So it's suffocation, but when water and liquid fills your lungs.
So both.
Yeah, I feel like when you add that second part, if it's all one piece, that's like a
Yeah, it's all
stipulation
one.
where I guess a fish can't drown, but it can suffocate.
Yep.
But we really debating on if a fish can drown. This should be simple.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I wanted to
guess
go.
then, since going with that definition,
What? Wait a second. A fish can totally drown. You just put it in the water with no oxygen. There we go.
oh, you right. Or take
If
a
you ain't got an
saltwater lobster
aerator
fish.
in your tank, those fish will drown.
that's true. That's
Does
true.
that count?
Yeah. Fish can drown. There you go.
Like, or does it not count because their lungs aren't filling with the water?
They can either drip or drown.
Wait,
That's
you
all
can
they can
take
do.
oxygen out of water?
Well, like most fish need to
How would
be
you
in
even come
certain.
about
Yeah.
doing that?
Well, see, the thing about
That's
it is most
interesting.
fish need to be in certain parts of water. Like some fish can't be in. Some fish have to be in certain types of water. Some fish are different. If you put a
I mean,
fish,
that's more about. I think that's more with their like anatomy. I don't think
yeah,
that's really about like suffocation.
It goes, but well, I mean,
but I mean, you can
you
kill
talking temperature or are you talking salt?
temperature, salt, it
Yeah,
all.
like temperature, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it doesn't really have to do with
Right.
breathing.
Yo, y'all should just ask random people that can fish drown. They'll just be completely like having fuck people up. You know?
Yeah, that's fresh water or salt water. Some fish can need to be in fresh water, some fish salt water. If we can see water, can fish see
Yeah.
air? Chat, LMAO.
Hey, bro, you a saltwater nigga? You a salty nigga? Kata, you a salty nigga or you a fresh nigga?
I'm a fresh
I'm
nigga.
white.
Bath. I'm a fresh nigga. I take a bath. I ain't no Yugi tuber.
But yeah, I appreciate
You know I'm
all the people that are
fresh water.
watching. I appreciate everybody that's watching. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, the big
Yeah,
announcement,
man.
the big announcement is on your screen. You know, the Perp Show will be back for season 3.
We're not even halfway through this year yet, man.
But I felt like I had to give the people something. You know, I got another announcement that's still that it has more to do with something that's coming this year.
Face cam, bro. The people want a face cam.
No, they don't.
Facebook.
Y'all don't even, I don't understand this obsession of people wanting to see my face. Maybe if I get you know what I'm saying? If I get $1,000 in super chat money, maybe I'll do it in one stream. But nah, I'm joking.
Ooh,
Don't.
Damn, my
I
nigga.
like that stipulation. The money stipulation
How
instead of
about
the
But I
subscriber
always say
stipulation. That's
I
smart.
always, I always
Smart.
say you don't need to see me to hear me. You feel me?
Hey, look.
I mean,
If
it's more
Gotta
like
Purple,
save
a
money.
if
Save time.
satisfaction type thing.
hey, look, Purple show his face
Anticipation, you
chat.
know?
I will do a stream
Intriguing.
fully naked.
Well, pause.
$1,000 right now. I'll do a
No,
stream naked. Send me that money
no,
now,
bro.
naked.
No. Don't do that. Don't do
Okay.
that,
Don't
bro.
believe you,
What
I'll
nigga.
do
the
it.
fuck?
Oh man, that's terrible.
Hey, yo,
But now,
bro.
like
Nigga,
I have my
I will
face
get
shown on
stung
my
by a
channel.
bullet ant
I,
if a
I
nigga donate
I'm sorry.
$20,000 right now. I'll get stung by a bullet ant.
Oh God. Get out the water.
Not even
Streamlabs is
25, nigga.
open. Don't
Donate
send that money to
200, nigga.
YouTube.
MSK is pregnant, apparently. So
Mosey, I'm the father.
What?
yeah, I gotta get
Hey, yo,
MSK.
bro. Hey, yo, nigga. Did y'all see that video? Did y'all see that video of that man that gave birth to a baby?
I don't want to see that shit.
How?
My nigga, I saw a
How?
video. A nigga gave birth to a. I'm not even lying. I swear on my life.
Wait. Are you sure it wasn't
The fuck did he just say?
men? Those women who turned into men?
It might have been fake, but bro, his whole shit ripped, my nigga.
Ow.
Did
Yo,
you
all
just
right,
say a
all right.
man
We're changing the
chopped it off, carved it out,
A man.
impregnated himself, and then ripped it open trying to push it out?
topic.
Wow.
That's nasty. We're gonna
I
change
think
the
he put
topic.
like the eggs, right? The ovaries, the eggs and shit inside him. He fertilized it, and then gave birth, and then the baby passed through his, bedingaling, and his shit ripped apart.
Are you sure that was a trans man?
we are
Trans man?
we are changing the topic. But yeah, if y'all want to see my face, it's on the channel. You just gotta go find it. I'm not gonna tell you where. You just gotta go find it. Like where's Waldo?
Nah,
Where's
that
Yep.
won't count. That won't count. They want an official video.
Hey,
Why?
Got 177
Bro, just
videos.
do it at
One of
5,
them has
10K,
my face
10K.
in it. Good luck.
hey, Maddie, I'm gonna take MSK baby and we'll take care of it, but I'll dump MSK.
Hey, for the
Fuck.
people that don't know, I'm black. Yes,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
black. I am
Asian,
very
bro.
black.
We can
I
tell.
am.
Oh,
I'm not as black as Swag Kage, but I'm black. I'm black enough.
Are you as black as
Super
Savage?
black.
I mean, you're black enough that when my wife saw you, she knew for sure that you were black, unlike when she saw Second Street Marvel. My God.
No more.
Yo, were you sure?
Did you see that shit?
Yeah, that was funny.
Hey, Perk.
Yeah,
Oh
bro,
my
stop
God.
simping, K Dot. Fuck wrong with this nigga.
What?
Simp ass nigga. Simp K Dot.
Oh,
Simp Dot.
let me get SJ Simp dot, bro. I got you. Here you go.
Damn, bro. She tired, bro. She wants you to claim her, my nigga. She wants that confidence, bro. She wants that eye contact, bro. Yo, hey, bro. Y'all know, ladies love that eye contact, my nigga.
She want to be Miss Dot, Maddie Dot.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Maddie Dot.
Hey, Maddie, just know if we have a son, we have to
She
name.
wants Mom Dot and Pop Dot permission to marry.
Hey, I'll say this.
I mean-
I'll say this. Look, if I ever have a baby with a woman, Maddie, if we get a son, you have to let me name our son. You can name the daughter, but I have to name our first
Yo,
son.
K Dot, if your son
What
gay,
the hell you
what
gonna
do
name
about
your
it?
son?
Hey.
You gonna name your son some crazy African name?
Man, I'm gonna call that nigga Tumutu.
Too much.
Jesus Christ.
You call it Dot, some Dot, my nigga. You gonna call it some Dot.
You want to
K
hear a
Dot,
funny
Junior
story?
Dot. I don't fucking know.
Go ahead, PB.
So you're talking about having sons, and my wife, like a week ago or something like that, she had a freaking ridiculous dream that we had a child and it was a son. And I named the son while she was like all passed out on drugs after she gave birth. Guess what I named the son?
What?
You ain't got no guess,
Spot,
Perp?
but nigga.
You named your son PB.
Oh,
No. He named his son.
disappoint me.
He
No,
named his son BP, backwards. PB backwards. BP.
that's
BB,
funny. No, I can't be naming my child after an oil conglomerate. That's terrible. No, I named him Brett Favre.
That's hilarious. I could see you doing that. Like that'll be his middle name.
And
Favre.
she woke up and she found out and she flipped out on me. And I was like, "Well, what do you want from me? Now I got my own little Brett Favre."
Hey,
It's funny.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
But yeah, I gotta start wrapping this up because I got to go. I got some business to handle. I appreciate everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying, that tuned in.
Name
And
us
for people that checked out the replay, you know what I'm saying, salute to you. This was dope. We talked about PlayStation, Xbox, Tackle Titan a little bit. You know, fish, can they drown? Yeah, dope shit. Next week is the PURP show.
Infinity War is better than Endgame.
But next week, I'll have the Perp show. I'll have a special guest on. Um, we'll see
Ooh.
how it goes. I don't know if we're going to it's going to be a one-on-one or just going to have a different, just a panel of people and stuff. Most likely going to have just another panel of people. Who knows? I change my mind like last minute all the time. As far as content goes, um, you may see a album review. I do kind of want to check out Tiana Taylor's album. I might review that. Um, Doom Patrol starts soon. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just been really chilling and just like doing these live streams. I'm just waiting for certain shows to get announced, and I
Open
might
up
have
the
some
theaters.
random, drop some random videos here and there. But what'd you say? Who's talking?
I said, hurry up and open up them theaters, man.
Yeah. Open up them theaters. But I heard the stipulations are going to be whack. Like we're probably going to have we're probably going to have to wear masks, which will be whack. But
I'm
Fuck.
gonna be in that theater smothering.
They're
I'm
gonna
like,
check on
wow.
us in the
We're gonna have
dark
to
if we're
stay
wearing
6 feet
masks.
away and shit.
yeah, there's going to be
How
a
the fuck do you
limited.
eat popcorn with a mask on? How am I supposed to drink my soda with a mask on? I'm not wearing a fucking mask in the theater.
Yeah, isn't that how the theaters make money? Dumbass, man.
And the theaters are going to be like limited at first, I think. So seats are going to be limited.
Wait,
So
wait. I want to. So, are they going to like physically rearrange the seats and stuff, or are they going to keep it like
They're not going to
five
have that
people?
many people. Like I don't think they're
Yeah.
going to
They'll
have a
have
full
someone
like.
inside be like, okay, sir, why'd you sit right here? Okay, you can go over there. You sit right here now. Okay, you go up there. They'll have something
Ah,
like that.
But no, it's essentially they're probably like instead of having like a full theater, you'll probably be having like half or a little bit less than that.
man, box office is about to take a hit. If
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
box office is about to take a hit.
I was just on somebody.
Yeah, my nigga.
I was just on this person's IG and they was talking about it. It's just like like Christopher Nolan should just move Tenet all the way until next year
Yes, save it. Same thing for Wonder Woman.
because
I'm gonna be honest.
he's real confident that this movie's gonna like because it took him like $200 million to make. He thinks it's gonna be like it's gonna he's gonna make that back. I was like, no, bro, you're gonna take a loss with this one.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Everybody
I
take a
don't know.
loss,
I
bro.
don't know I'll save that for the perp show, something like that. We can use as a topic or whatever the fuck. I'll think of whatever to talk about. I appreciate MSK coming in here with the donations, the super chat stickers, and you know what I'm saying. I appreciate everybody in the chat as always. Y'all are
It
all
was a
welcome back.
sticker of a buck.
I can't see the sticker on my end because I'm on my phone. Um,
Oh,
but
it was a peach.
oh my god. But yeah, like everybody, you know what I'm saying, is always welcome to this channel. You know what I'm saying? The panelists, I salute you. Swag Kage needed to get a channel coming 2021, maybe 2022. You gotta get out before X Files. That's most definitely. But I'm gonna go around and I know Swag don't got a channel and whatnot, so I'm gonna just skip you respectfully. But I appreciate you coming on here, bro. Um, I feel like you do add stuff to the conversation, and not. So I appreciate you being on and whatnot. But K Dot, let the people know, just let the people know for the people that don't know, where they can find you and everything and whatnot.
You guys can find me at sjk.sanctum. I'll put the link to my channel in the chat. And also, I've unlocked memberships, so now people can become members of my channel. You can hit the join button, become a member. I'm going to be releasing exclusive content. I already know what it's going to be. I'm going to be releasing exclusive content just for the members on the members only portion of the channel. So that's all I got. What you got, PB?
I like that segue.
Oh, I got way less than that. Ain't no members on my channel. But you can find me at Pop Culture PB on YouTube and on Twitter. I talk about Marvel, Star Wars, DC. Newest video I put out was about Stargirl. I reviewed episode 5. It was pretty good. Was lacking in action, but was what did it have? It had all kinds of intrigue and mystery. The plot thickened like the gravy that I was cooking yesterday. That's a lie. I cooked rice.
Is it better than back?
Anyway,
I like
go
how
check it
blunt
out.
PB is.
What was that?
What was that?
I like how blunt he is. You're blunt.
That's
You're really blunt, PB.
Thank you.
yeah. PB's always been dope, man. It's crazy. It's been over a year since I know, since I know him and General Zod. Shouts to everybody in the Bridge crew. You know what I'm saying? I want to get Zod on here, but he be acting weird with like, oh, I gotta go to sleep early. Duh, I gotta wake up 5:30. I'm going to hear that shit. I know he's
Zod. How old is Zod to be making them excuses like that?
Zod's damn near like he's way older than me.
Fuck, that nigga's a grown ass man. He better stay.
He's 34, 35.
Yeah.
Oh man, he can stay up all night if he wants to.
He's
Bruh,
got
that's
a
young, bruh.
13-year-old child.
That's young.
But yeah, shouts to the general. Hopefully he's not out there getting his neck snapped again. You know what I'm saying? Stevie J just hit 1K. Shouts to him over there in Australia with the dingoes. You know what I'm saying? Mad Squirrel, wherever she may be at, somewhere in a tree.
Shouts out to Mad Squirrel for doing that interview with me. Shouts out to Mad Squirrel.
Big time.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen him in a
We
long
love you,
time.
Mad Squirrel.
Oh shit! I almost forgot about the second black man, a part of the bench crew, Mr. Lonely Banner, wherever the fuck he may be. He might be in a lonely coma somewhere. He might be out here. You know,
He's around someplace eating some vanilla ice cream and drinking some apple juice.
some basic shit. Yes. Eating them dry ass pies and shit. But anyways, I appreciate everybody coming up. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, next Wednesday, the Perp Show, 11 p.m. Be there. Stay tuned on Twitter. I'm going to be dropping an exclusive video. I'm probably going to just tag whoever I can tag in it, and you know what I'm saying, you'll get it when you get it. But next week I also have another announcement that you don't want to miss out on. It's going to be huge. It's going to be pretty damn fucking big. But till next time, I will see y'all later. Yes. Oh damn, Vision just got here, bro.
He always show up late, bro. When I want to end my streams, Vision shows up.
Yeah, yo, Vision. Shout outs to you, bro. I hope all is well over there, which just with everything that's going on and stuff. I hope everything is doing. You know what I'm saying, doing well. You know what I'm saying, much love to you and stuff. You know what I'm saying, for popping up. Definitely check the replay because this was a fire show.
Go back and listen to it at 1.25 speed. It won't kill his retention time too much, and you'll get through it a bit faster.
I gotta say something too before we end.
Go ahead.
Remember, kids, don't watch porn. That shit bad for you.
He's tripping. Don't listen to kids.
Kids, watch that if you alone. All right. Porn is off limits if you're in a relationship.
I'm gonna get out here. Like I said, salute to everybody. Have a good night. Have a good, safe rest of the week. If y'all going out this weekend, make sure you masked up. If you white as fuck, make sure you have your suntan on because you won't get burnt out here because the sun is fucking hot. But yeah,
my beard is always burnt.
I will see y'all next week. Be easy. Peace.
Okay.